guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. It's another new pen day video, and this is the Majohn Q2, which I saw on AliExpress and I had to get because it's a little pocket pen and we all know how I feel about them. I've been kind of taking this to work. I actually had it inked up with another ink that was a touch too dry and it wasn't enjoyable, so I cleared that out and I've put something else in there to do this video. First impressions of the pen, just having used it at work, is look, it is not the smoothest nib by any means. It is a little bit scratchy, but I like it as a pen on the cheaper side that I can throw in my bag, use quickly at work. I like the size. I could fit it in my pocket if need be. All in all, I actually find it quite enjoyable. I wish it had a slightly nicer writing experience, but don't feel overly turned off by that. To start off, I thought I'd do some size comparisons and then I'll show you kind of the ins and outs of the pen. I've just taken some other demonstrators here. So look, obviously it's a pocket pen, it's quite small. If I line them all up, and the TWSBI's not even going to stay on there, so why don't I do it like this a little bit? You can see it's almost actually half the size of the TWSBI with the cap on, and that's the TWSBI Go there. If I take these off, and actually, do you know what? I'm going to post, because this is a pen that I use posted, and I kind of think you actually have to. Not posted, it's very small. I can use it like that. For me, I find it more comfortable posting it, and I also find I have to actually press it in so it feels quite secure. I might actually show you what it looks like next to the TWSBI Go unposted. So you can see there, unposted, it is still smaller than the Echo and the Go. In terms of the section, like it's a smaller nib, it's a smaller section, all in all, it's a small pen. But I quite like it. And I think if you like smaller pens or you like pocket pens, it's a pretty good option. In terms of the pen itself, it's a screw cap, it's an eyedropper. It does come with an O-ring. I've filled it up obviously twice now and I've had no issues. The ink that's on the threads there, I actually got a tiny bit of ink as I was putting it in, so that's not a leakage thing, that's a me thing. I don't know what the ink capacity is, but you basically fill up the whole body there. And then make sure I'm in focus here. There's the nib. And that's what I'm obviously not going to open it. As I said before, if you just kind of put it on, it does feel a bit like not great. But if I put it in, like I actually use a bit of, not force, that sounds a bit intense, but actually just make sure it's quite secure, then nothing happens. Like it feels secure. Oh God, got my words today, don't I? All right. Same as always, I've just got my little stencil underneath. Sorry, I just realized I got a really ugly band-aid on. Oh, I literally just wrote with this and now it's going to do that. This is inked with Monteverde Copper Noir. The ink I had in it previously was Vinter Inks. Their, ooh, what did I just do there? Special edition with Blue Black Morning Sickness, which is a not so saturated ink, and it just didn't feel great in there. How annoying is that? I'm gonna do this. So look, it still feels slightly dry, which is weird because the pen actually can have a little bit of bounce if you put a bit of pressure on it. But I think it's also the angle. If I find the right angle, like that lower angle there, it feels so much nicer. And this is in clear. It has a few different colorways, and this is the fine nib. So maybe it's more about writing angles. So if I write at a kind of lower angle to the page, oh, that actually feels so much better. And I'm not used to it. You can see it's a bit wobbly because it's not my natural angle. Maybe I could put it on some, like smooth it out a bit at my writing angle. So in terms of what it looks like, it's a pretty, I think, standard fine line. And I'll show you what I mean in terms of the bounce. So this is no pressure. And now on my third one, you can get a little bit there. Look, it's not a flex, but you can see that it lets a little bit more ink out. That's kind of what it looks like there. How about we do this guy down here? So on AliExpress, this pen cost me, I think it cost $21. I did see like some stores having it for around the $14 mark, but then with like $6, $7 shipping, so then it works out to be the same. I quite like I love my Majohn A1. It's my kind of go-to work pen. So I was really happy to kind of add this to the mix as well. What I haven't actually tried is reverse. Why don't we try that? God, that's in a way almost smoother than that way. So look, I think for what it is, it's a great pen. I like the eyedropper. I like the demonstrator feel of this one. Like I got this on purpose because it's clear with the gold trimmings. I like being able to see the ink. I think for what it's worth, for what it's cost, it's a really great pen. It was never going to be a crazy, amazing writing experience, but I wasn't expecting that. That angle thing I was just talking about is a bit interesting. I want to look into that a little bit more. But I think if you are someone who likes pens on the smaller side and don't want to break the bank, this is a really good option. And for me, if it does get lost at work, then I haven't lost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. There's a black one that I think I want to get as well. Like I could see myself getting another one of these, maybe in the medium, just to see the difference. But I would be interested to maybe come back to this. I'm thinking about maybe tinkering with that nib a little bit and see if just looking at my writing angle, if I could make that a little bit better. You can see like it puts down a nice amount of ink. It just is not the smoothest experience. And it's not bad by any means. It just, I think, will be a touch better. I would be intrigued to see, because I've just used it at work. It's been kind of short note taking.